What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Future's kind of dumping, huh? Kind of looks like a falling wedge, though. I sound sick. Maybe it's my microphone. I don't feel sick. Got a whole list here, requests on the right. So we'll get through these. These are people that have been requesting these. So don't worry, we will get through them. I haven't even started the bourbon yet. Yeah, of course you can request. You can add some requests on. Don't worry about it. If I get to them, I'll get to them. Try to get to all of them if I can. But I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of requests tonight. So I'm gonna add them all to the list, and we'll start top to bottom. We'll go as we can. Okay. Alright, looks like we got a lot here. I think I got a lot of them what you're asking already on here, so Snap, Peloton. Alright. Chart Dogecoin. Sure, we can do Dodge. If I could spell it right. Alright, I think we got enough requests. Let's see if we can get through these first. And then, alright, I'll add a couple more here. And then, to a good chance your request is on the list, so I got probably 50 tickers here. It's going to take quite a while. So let's start here, and then if I can get to some more, I promise you I will, but I want to get through at least all these requests, and then we'll go from there. So we'll come back to futures at the end, and we'll see how this panic plays out. If it plays out like it should, if it breaks down, it's going to be bad, but let's see. So, alright. Apple, I did a lot of these ahead of time so that we could get through some of these. So, I already had Apple done. The big thing with Apple is it's got their event tomorrow, the Developers Conference. They're expected to do a bunch of updates to a lot of their products, potentially talk about some new products, and go from there. So, let me pour a bottle of this Blanton's here. Ooh, this stuff's so good. Oh, man. It feels like every glass I drink is like $60 worth of bourbon. It's so ridiculous. Thank you, Dan, for this bottle, by the way. This is the Blanton's Double Black Barrel. It's $400 a bottle. It's like an angel sliding down my throat, though. So good. Alright, so Apple, big thing on this is had a really good Friday. Really good. We basically broke this trend up here, starting a new trend, so this could be wave 3 of an intro wave 1. I really think this has a chance to get over 128. The problem it has is it has this huge downtrend right here. So I set this a little bit far off so we don't get wicked out. But if it gets over this right here, we're easily going to 128, at least to 127.5. That's a $2 move on Apple. That's at least 100%. So, and so, yeah. I mean, just wait for this to break out here. Enter long. Some resistance here with this red line. This is an auto resistance based on volume profile. So, might be able to, maybe we see this and it bounces back, retests the uptrend. So maybe something like this is likely. So, Izzy is not my wife. I think she sometimes thinks she wants to be, but Izzy is very happily married to someone down in Florida. Me and Izzy just been friends for a long time. Alright, so Apple is done. Let's move on. We're going to have to shotgun a lot of these. Yeah, I'm not hot enough for Izzy. She only takes 9 out of 10s. I'm like a 7.5. So I actually had Amazon done. This has been done since probably mid-May, and I haven't touched it, so I just wanted to keep it. I still got Amazon coming to 4,000. It's been kind of a dog lately, but I mean, nothing has broken the pattern, so I'm just gonna hold it. So if you zoom out here, you can kind of see. I've done some work on this one. Oops. I've had Amazon requested so many times. I actually have family members that are in this too, so it's just kind of one of those things. Why do I have this here? I don't know. Either way, I want to redo this time. I don't love this time scale. I feel like these time fibs should go to here. Yes. That looks much better. That means that would put us potentially a faster break to 4,000. So this would put us about mid-fall Amazon breaking out. So it's got plenty of time. until it gets back over 3,300, it's not going to be much fun. It's kind of in this golden zone of death right here that I call it. You see these two, see this volume profile candle over here? So between here and here is like a death zone. It's going to churn. Now, once it gets over 3,300, there's not much volume standing in the way, aka there's not a lot of sellers, so there should really only be a lot of buyers, unless sellers step in and take profits. But you know, Amazon's one of those companies that you just buy and hold. You don't need to worry about ever selling because it's just going to go up. So stock split is what they need. 100% they need it. I don't know why they don't do it. The fact that Bezos is out from the CEO right now makes it entirely more likely for it to happen. I don't think they've done one since I feel like they haven't done one since like 04 or 08. It's been a very long time since they've done a stock split. So they do have a history of doing them. Just that Bezos didn't think that he ever needed to do them. He just said it doesn't add to anything investor-wise, but he's wrong. So there's that. It does. It allows people like me and you not have to drop $3,200 on one share. Even if they did a 10-to-1, I could go buy a share for $320, and that provides better investment sentiment, in my opinion. And it puts them more in line with their competitors, because all the other FANGs are around $200 to $300. So then that brings them more in line with that, and it makes total sense to do it. I don't know why they wouldn't do it. So if they do that, as soon as they announce it, go long on Amazon when they announce it. When they will, I don't know. Alright, Blackberry. I did this real simple, so last time this happened, you could see what happened. It had a dead cat bounce, so the dead cat bounce last time was around the 238, or the, yeah, so it bounced off the 786 last time and went into the 65. That would either be, it's either going to bounce here, or it's going to come down here and bounce here. So you won't really know till tomorrow. What you do have going for you is a potential morning star doji. So you can see these dojis are kind of bottoming out here, and you can see the little bottoming action. So if we get a bullish engulfing tomorrow, then we could potentially see a move back to 16. Biogen's approval should be somewhere in the morning. Generally, they become between 8 and 12 Eastern. We should know by noon tomorrow. You like the candles, Kevin? Yeah, I changed this, I think, like last Thursday or Friday. I just wanted to go with like an ice look. I don't know. I love teal. Teal's one of my favorite. Teal and red are my two favorite colors. But teal and black go really well. So I get bored sometimes with my candles and I switch them around. I know a lot of people like consistency, but alright. What's up, Kazakhs? I spied a 398. I don't know about that. Well, the idea is, you know, they have the teal borders. Maybe it doesn't translate to the stream. We can change it a little bit. Let's see here if we can. Let's do this. Just for you, Zenon, because you always gotta be different. Maybe we do them as like an orange. I don't love that, actually. I don't love that. Let's see, what can we do here? You guys gotta stop abusing your admin powers. Actually, don't hate that. There you go. Get you some purple drink. Matches the music too. It's like we're in like 80s Miami. Actually, pink would probably be better for like an 80s Miami vibe. That's way too bright. I don't want to sit here and mess with candles all day. Oh, there we go. Perp nerp. Get that Miami Vice feeling. Alright, moving on. You know what? Actually, I like the black. I'm going back to black. Do like a... I just like black. Okay. If you want to know why I'm bullish on Apple, you're not looking at the bigger picture here. You're not looking at how it bounced hard on this uptrend. So it's got this uptrend. Look at that bounce. It literally hit it and bounced hard. So again, I'm not bullish until it breaks this downtrend, but overall Amazon is fundamentally valued perfect and we should be fine. So you think white candles for... I don't know if I want white. Maybe like a silver. Looks too much like the... We'd have to go like a darker teal then. I like the bright teal. I like the black. I don't know. I'm keeping it. It's my chart, not yours. Alright. So, moving on. Alright, so I did Bitcoin already for crypto, but this is kind of what I came up with. So Bitcoin is making a bear pennant right now, and if this plays out and it breaks, it should retest to confirm the breakdown, and then it should come down and retest the lows of recent, and then bear flag again. And if it breaks this, it could reverse here. So I mean, there is a bull scenario, you know, where then it bounces here and retests the breakout and then reverses. So there is that scenario as well. But the more probability scenario is the breakdown. So yeah, Kazakhs, it's not going to 110, buddy. Ari's been doing waves for fucking a month, so who are you gonna trust? We'll see who's right. Alright, so these are your two scenarios. There is also the reversal scenario, so there's actually a third scenario. You know, this is the least likely, this is probably the most likely, and then this is the second most likely. So they're all probabilities, so. Alright, moving on. So CGC, I was looking into this. It finally broke this downtrend, but I don't think it's that easy. The fact that it broke below this breakout right here, man, like, this formation is not great, so I feel like it's going to break down one more time. The selling volume on the last candle was atrocious, so it'll probably either it'll either do this and form a head and shoulders, and then retest the lows, or it'll break down and then finally break out with some news. But it's been a struggle for weed lately. Like, they just, every time they get good news, it gets sold off and shorted immediately. So we'll see what happens. Clove has a lot of support where it's at right now, like a lot, around $9. I don't see it going much lower, so I'm going with, it's got the short squeeze started, which is nice. So I think it's going to retest this candle here and hit 1050. I think it could even do it this week. So, yeah, Tilray, I got on the list, so we'll get to Tilray. I'm just going in alphabetical order. Tilray's on the list, so just don't sweat it. Just trying to get through some of these. So CLSC or CLSK CleanSpark. I had two scenarios here. It's been in this downtrend forever. Last time it broke out, it got immediately sold off and came back down. So I got two scenarios here. It's either going to reject and go back and retest this recent low around 13, or we finally break out and then it retests here, and then we get our breakout and it goes back to this resistance point around 22. So this could be a really nice move that we could catch if it breaks out. Add on the retest, and this is where you would add right here around 16. You could catch a $6 move, and that would be insanely profitable. So I'm really liking that. Just trying to catch up with some chats here. Okay, so that's my CLSCK chart. CRM, I did a head of hand as well. This one looks really good. So this one came, retested the breakout here. Looks like that was actually right there. There we go. So broke out on earnings, came back, sold off, and then bounced. So I expect CRM is just getting started, and I think 270, 265 is totally in the cards. Totally see it. So this for me is your wave 1 right here, and this could be a wave 3, and then wave 5 could be a smaller wave 5. Depends. I mean, wave 5 theoretically could go all the way to 300 and all-time highs, but let's go conservative and say 265 to 270, and we'll go from there. I really like CRM. Definitely on one of the top of my watch lists. Those earnings were fantastic, and I mean, if you look at the fundamentals year over year, they're going parabolic. Like, they had 21 billion in revenue in 2020. This last quarter was their best quarter ever. They're continuing to grow. Price to earnings is solid for a growth stock at around 48. Typically, with growth stocks, where between 30 and 50 means super bullish. So, really like Salesforce. CVS. Okay, I haven't done this one. I am going to say I love CVS, and the fact that it hit almost $91 is amazing, considering I've been following this since 52. Now, I do kind of see a head and shoulders, and that concerns me. Let me get my brush tool up here. So, you kind of got this, you got this, and now I'm wondering if it's going to do one of these. And that's okay, maybe, if it does that, that provides us a great opportunity, so. Yeah, it makes sense. I think that's likely. I'm going to go with that as my projection. Hey, Mud. What is it? Mudiyame? I'm going to try that as a name. Mudiyame. That's fun to say. Mudiyame Tokanba? Tokanba? Tukamba. There we go. Okay. Appreciate the love. Thank you. If you guys are enjoying the stream, give me a like. That's all I need. Alright, so let's see what we got here on Datadog. Why is this not working? Alright, so Datadog, I had originally projected back up here down to 60. Looks like it hit 69 and bounced, so that was close, but no cigar. Close, but not totally there. A lot of it's just probability, so that's all you're trying to play is probability. Let's do this one from scratch. Okay, so I'm going to go on the 2 hour. We're going to go low to high with a retracement fib tool that looks like this. Looks like it retraced above the golden zone, so this would be a likely bounce zone, but seeing a lot of resistance up here. I'm going to check something. I want to see what a time fib on this looks like. It's actually a fib circle. Alright, let's get rid of that and actually add a trend-based time fib here. Let's go low to high here and see what that looks like. Alright, well that's not bad. It predicted the reversal here. And these other two weren't as useful. It's like it predicted this breakout and this breakdown potentially. Alright, so here's what we're going to do next. Take the time tool, go to the top here, go to the bottom here, and then this would be something you could probably see. So maybe it hits here, and that's when it moons. That'd be interesting. That'd be a really good play to catch. What is that? 85 to 120. Oh wow, that'd be an insane move to catch. That's a 3-week play where it goes up almost 40%. Oh man, could that happen? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there because that sounds very bold, but Datadog's had some good fundamentals. Not great, but they're getting better. So, and that's the thing, like their Microsoft contract cannot be ignored. You know, they've been increasing revenue every quarter. So, interesting. DFH, I don't know anything about this, but I had this requested. It looks super interesting now I'm looking at it. The volume is so low. Interesting. This is a lower volume stock. So this might be a shares only, but I like that it hit the 6-1 or the 382 and retraced here. So now what you're looking for is a breakout of this handle. So this looks like a cup and handle play. I can see why this was requested. This is kind of like a tilted cup and handle. That would be the ideal play right there that you're looking for. Alright, so that would be your cup and handle play right there, because this is kind of... There's your cup right there. There's your handle. This could come down one more time. That wouldn't surprise me. Retest 30 and then go out. So maybe that would look like that. I got Tilray on the list. We'll get to it. I promise you. It's right there. Just going one by one. Ethereum, I already did. Looking at a potential bullish breakout of this pennant. You kind of have a head and shoulders here, but this played out wrong. You know, this bottom broke. It's bull flagging right now. I like to see it break this downtrend right here. If it breaks down underneath this, then the bearish scenario is it could come back and retest the high 1800s, low 1700s. So Ford has been absolutely redonkulous, by the way. There's no other way to say it. Ford was one of the best tickers you could have played last week. Like, hands down, one of the best tickers you could have played. I'm not sure. I mean, it feels like it's done, and it needs to come back down. This feels like an exhaustion candle right here. and that got sold off immediately. So, you know, it kind of has that parabolic feel, but at the same time, if it's doing a 1 through 5 move, it is done. So, yeah, Ford does look like a short. I think it wants to come back down to about 14. So, for me, there's no real good news other than it's just hype. So, I could totally see make this an ABC down. This should be... Hold on a second. Yeah, so let's get rid of some lines here, clean this up. So these could be your moves right here, where if it sells off Monday, could come down to 14.50. Could be an awesome short, to be honest with you. Really awesome short. Because what I was thinking was originally was, this is a full 5 waves up, to be honest. Like, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now it needs the ABC down, and then it will probably consolidate in the 14 to 15 forever. And the Ford move, this is a healthy Ford move. Now, we'll see what happens with Ford, but this is the likely scenario. The other scenario is it continues this uptrend and goes to 17.5. So then this is the other scenario. Which is crazy. You know, 17 to 18 on Ford. I would like to see the ABC. This would be healthy. And then we could go log around 14. I would love that. Alright. Let's go First Energy Corp. I've had this charted in the past before. Played out really nice. Some of our projections. This is looking really good right now. So, made a double top here. Got to keep that in mind. Could be doing a couple of things here. Double tops can be explosive if they play out on the bullish side. Otherwise, doesn't look like it's going to complete a Batman. Batmans look a little different. This looks more of like an ascending triangle formation. So then you're going to kind of see something like this. So that would kind of be what I would be looking at on that. I think I have Fastly on here. I'll add Fastly. I know I've seen that a couple times now. People ask for this. We'll add that to the list. Alright, so that's my First Energy Corp. How do you even chart something like this that just goes sideways at $10 forever? So, the problem with FRX. So, FRX is the Beachbody SPAC. They're going to be merging with Beachbody. They're not going to do anything until it completes. So, to be honest with you, like, it has yet to crack $10.20. You're playing a stock that moves a penny a day. Like, I'm not even going to do anything with this. I know there's a lot of people that really love it, but you can see the highest volume candle moved 7 cents. So, how do you play that? Yeah, Anthony, I did Apple. Looks like this. Had 2 scenarios, super bullish and then a normal one. So, Google. Alright, so Google has been on a tear lately. Like, just on a tear from $1,000. It's just been absolutely up. And so, we'll start from scratch on this one. Got American Airlines on here, I'm pretty sure. You know what? We're going to do this. There we go. Now you can see the channels a little bit better. I mean, I just don't... Google's profits are so ridiculous that Google is another one of those companies that needs a stock split. And I have a feeling like Google and Amazon will announce at the same time, kind of like Apple and Tesla did. Like, I feel like that's what's going to happen. I got Fubo on the list. So this looks very similar to another stock that I've done recently called CCJ. So you can see this formation here. This is one that I really went in depth on, and I had this charted right here, followed my form. I mean, these aren't always to the T, but you can see it went up, retested, came back up, and then it hit my bullish zone again, and now it's kind of creating a cup here. So CCJ also looks really good, but tell you about, one of the Googles has to split, whether it's A or C. One of them did. They will eventually. If it gets to a $5,000, $3,000, they're gonna split. Like, just because they said they won't, they could change their mind the next day. So, yeah, I imagine maybe it's Class C then. Alright, so this looks just like Google does right now. So, you know, you kind of have this rising wedge. It should finish this inverse head and shoulders as well. Where's my brush? So you got your left shoulder, your head. This is your right shoulder. It could also do this. I mean, there are two alternative paths. They both accomplish the same thing. That makes sense, Tatum. Alright, moving on. Alright. INO. Got a nice little, got a gap up to $9. INO needs to get back over $8 to fill this gap. It's gonna struggle though, in my opinion. I have a feeling, you know, they were, INO was one of those COVID stocks that ran hard off of potential COVID all the way to $34 and then came back down, and it's just, in my opinion, I see the gap, I understand it, I just don't love the stock anymore. So Curtis, you gotta wait, buddy. I'll get to Fastly, I promise you. It's down here. Alright. Microsoft. Microsoft I already have charted. As soon as it breaks this downtrend, it's probably going to 260. MT. This is a steel company. Okay. I mean, if Yellen's right and inflation runs wild, commodities are gonna be the hottest plays this year. Just absolutely bonker money to be made in commodities. So, I mean, I want to see this get back over 34. I think you could wait for the breakout on this. So, you know, probably see something like this. Over 34 can run to 36. So that would be what I would like to see. Yeah, Anthony, I agree with NUE. I like Nucor. Nucor is really good. As you can see, I've charted it in the past, and I've had this broke out before. You know, Nucor. There's a lot of steel stocks you could play, and I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. So Nokia is Nokia. I mean, doesn't look terrible. I mean, I could see it doing something like this. If this actually does squeeze again, I'll put our projections at $6. Congratulations, you could capture a 30-cent move. Alright, energy. So energy finally broke. You know, it's funny. It had this wedge forever on this downtrend, and I had this charted out for a long time. And it looks like it broke bottom and then up above. And now it's kind of like got this descending bear flag. Almost looks like actually almost looks like it was a descending or a collapsing wedge here. And it broke out the last hour of the day, so this could be nice. Energy is a very interesting stock. I mean, I had a target here of $39 potentially. So if this reverses, this could potentially be a good long-term play. It's got a lot of hurdles to get over. I mean, I think 37 is the short-term target. Alright, Nvidia. Let's just get rid of everything on here. Alright, this thing is just, the stock split news has just set this thing off. So I'm wondering if it's done or not. It's got the dividend coming up. I mean, it hit the 786, but until it breaks this uptrend, I ain't shorting it. Once it breaks this uptrend, you could see a really nice short opportunity on this. So I think it's almost time. Like, what you could see here is maybe it come back down, retest this, and then it come back down to here into the dividend. I wouldn't go long on this. Hold on 1 second. Wave 2 is not lower than Wave 1, buddy. If you look, Wave 2 does not come below Wave 1. So hopefully that that helps your question. So there's my Nvidia chart. Short potential down to about 668. 670. I'd say 670. Capture a $30 short. That'd be a really nice short in my opinion. Alright, Oracle. So this was a newsletter play. It is fully on the green path now. And it basically did exactly what I said it would do. Come down, retest here, and now it's gone bonkers. You know, this tested the 236 right here. Just adjust that. Yeah. Nah, Nvidia's done, buddy. Don't chase it. Yeah, Dagus, I think it was time. Like, I love my name. You know, it's been me for 20 years since I was like 13 years old, my Tamikaze role. But the thing is, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what's right for the company. Yeah, I don't think Oracle's done. I think Oracle could easily see 86. maybe even 90 in the next week or two. So, you know, kind of already retested the breakout here. So, yeah. Alright, moving on. Palantir. Okay, so I had two charts here originally. Had a breakout here from 2079, hit my price target. The bearish play did not work out, but the bullish play did. So, you know, we like to play both sides. Can't always predict the future, but what I'm seeing here and what interests me is I don't know if it's done yet. This looks like a wave 4 triangle. So, this could potentially be. I've seen a lot of bullish articles this weekend. I think this retests. 2750. That sounds like a good target. Let's see if it matches the fibs. You know, it matches the fibs in that line. So I think that's a good target. Yeah, Ryan, I am the CEO and full-time for TFC. I've been full-time for 4 months now, and absolutely love it. So I would, I'm living the dream right now, to be honest with you. So there's my Palantir target. Me being a bull on Palantir is kind of weird, but you play the charts, so. Alright. QS. QuantumScape. QuantumScape is interesting. It had this, you know, I kept these lines here because I thought they were interesting. That it was riding on the outside down, and it bounced here. QuantumScape's one of those stocks that, you know, if it gets over 31, it can run real nice up to probably 38. Like, this thing, when it runs really hard. So yeah, Eric, it should not come below the high of the wave 1. For me, that's a full body candle. The wicks, sometimes the wick below and the wicks, it's a gray area on the wicks. Wave 5, all depends on how wave 1 through 4 play out, to be honest with you. You know, if wave 3 is extended above and beyond wave 1, wave 5 can be truncated. Typically, wave 5 likes to mimic wave 1, so there's a lot of rules and everything that go into it. I'd suggest looking into it. I probably can't get into it too much on the stream here, but alright, Rocket. What is that doing there? Alright, so Rocket looks. Alright, so I told everyone Rocket was probably going to hit about 21. Because it had this wick here and then reject. Which is nice, is Rocket looks amazing. So Rocket is by far a perfect Elliott wave right now. And I think this is highly likely. Just play the breakout. Don't just. See, this is what people do. They see me do these charts and they're like, oh, I'm going to get in. No, what you do is you wait for it to break the formation and confirm. So it's got the triangle wave 4. It's got the steep wave 2. Everything is there for it. It's got the gap up to here. So this is the 1 hour Palo. So looking really good. Silver. So this is my silver chart from the newsletter. It started out really good last Monday. Did not work out. The dollar really screwed us. So we're going to have to redo this. I still have our target zone up here. I haven't looked at what silver futures are doing tonight. They like to run on the weekend. It's really weird. Like literally, if you just played, it's down 0.5%, so nothing great. Looks like futures in general are pretty down. The VIX is up. All right, well, there you go. It's like oil is down. Soybeans are up. There you go. I really think silver long term is going to be fine. Silver is one of those ones that is hard to predict day to day because there's so many economic factors that play into it. But like long term investment shares, leaps, very solid. Alright, snow. We were right that it came down. We were just wrong with how far it would come down. So it did reverse down to 220, but now it looks like it's going back up. So I got it in the supply zone right now. Let's see what happens. This is a resistance zone. Might want to move our zone up to here. And move this up to here. Alright, there we go. Actually, let's see. I think right there looks better. Yeah. So this is our heavy volume area. I mean, for me, if it breaks over 250 or 245, it could really go ham. I mean, it could go to 270. We were talking about this all last week. We're like, snow's probably going to 270, isn't it? And I'm a little scared that this may be a head and shoulders right here. It's the only thing I'm worried about, but it's pretty weak in my opinion. The volume on here off of the snow earnings was massive. The green candle volume is much higher than all the red candle volumes, showing me that the selling pressure isn't necessarily there. So I want to see a break probably above 244, 245. 245 safer. You're missing $1, but in the long run, you're probably going to be safer on that. Looks really good. All right, spot. Let's see what does spot do right here. Spot looks terrible. I mean, it's got an ABC down. I don't know. There's not nothing there that makes me want to say, yeah, I need to play this. Looks like it's got a downtrend, pretty good downtrend here. No, I haven't done Jamia. I think it's on the list. Not sure if I can get to all of it, but we'll try. Alright, so if spot breaks the downtrend, yeah, let's watch it. Probably it's going to go to 261. Otherwise it's going back down to 210. So if it rejects, probably going to 210. Otherwise, going to 261. Alright, moving on. Tilray. A lot of people love Tilray. So let's talk about this for a second. Jonathan, all that matters is what Tilray and CGC does. Tilray's flirting with danger here. This needs to go green tomorrow, otherwise it's coming down to 16s. That's what you're hoping for right there. Go long when it hits 16. That's a nasty sell-off. It needs to create a new channel, in my opinion. So last weekend I posted this chart like this. I don't think I was far off. It bounced, came back down. Maybe my timelines are off, but it hit the retracement here, and it might be time to go long on Tesla. We'll see. The problem is the sentiment on Tesla, I just don't think matches my chart projection. The chart projection is strictly TA, but the sentiment doesn't necessarily support it. And so I'm wondering if Tesla still is going to come back down and retest and do a double bottom here. So I'm wondering if it does one of these. That looks most likely. It makes the most sense now. You know, I had a bullish projection here, but it broke below my falling wedge that I had here. And it was already kind of broken, but you know, I wanted to see if it could get back in and reclaim it. Follow you can on Binance if you're not in the US. Alright, Twitter. Twitter is super interesting in my opinion. You know, I played Twitter last week a bunch. Twitter is chilling right here, making a flag in this. I said it would reject here. I told everyone it would reject at 59.25, and it did, and now it's flagging. But if it breaks over 59.30, oh man, this could be a $4 move easily. It could happen in a day too. So, you know, this could be something like that. Alright, moving on. Chewy, I had from the bottom here, always going back to 80 bucks, and I think that'll happen. Plug. Plug looks interesting. Plug made an inverse head and shoulders. This is a 5 waves up. That means this is going to be a small wave 5. Probably something like 35 on plug. Otherwise, this is an ABC up and this is coming back down to 27. So you're either going to see this or this. And I think the red path is going to be slightly more likely. Oh, I'm not going to get through all these tonight. Unless we shotgun blast these like really fast. Yeah, the reason is you have a large wave 1 and a short wave 3, which means when you hit the wave 1 is the largest, that means wave 5 has to be the smallest, and they get smaller and smaller and smaller. And these retraces are very small, meaning the next one's going to be even smaller. Alright. Play. I don't know anything about this. Looks like they have earnings coming up here on June 10th in 4 days. So any type of TA is going to be extremely hard. But it does look like, you know, Dave & Buster's is like one of those reopening plays. Will be interesting. They've been losing money. So, yeah, I'm not even gonna make a prediction because they have earnings. It's all about earnings. So maybe they come back down into earnings. All right, DocuSign. Oh my goodness, DocuSign went absolutely bonkers on Friday. Like, just bonkers. I mean, that was a $40 move on Friday. It's at resistance now. I heavily expect this thing to cool off. I mean, if it goes more, this thing's going to go straight up to 275. At least 260. But I don't see how it doesn't cool off here. Like, I don't see how it doesn't, in my opinion. Like, this could be a great short opportunity. There you go. That could be what could happen there. Yeah, I don't think I'm adding any more tickers here. I'm trying to get through as many as I can here. I don't think I'm going to get through all of them. You know, we're doing close to 100 tickers in an hour. That's, you know, it's hard for any man. Alright, so this looks bad. I had an uptrend. Probably going to make an ABC down. DD. You know, Probably something like that. Alright, moving on. Square. Yeah, we had this charted out pretty good. Did our ABC down. Looks like... You know what I don't love about this is this right here. I think it's coming back down, in my opinion. This right here tells me it wants to come back down, and then maybe from there we can rebound. So, yeah. Alright, XPEV. Holy mother of God, what happened? What is up with this? Wow, this went from 22 to 37? This is a straight path up. I think it's going to go to 39. And then it's going to come back down. At least to 33. Alright, tech. Alright, tech over 25 is going to 26 probably. A&B looks good. This looks like a wave 3 starting. So this would be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably something like that. Alright, AAL. Already got it charted. Looks like that. You got a collapsing wedge possibly happen here, or you got a total retrace back down. So if it doesn't bounce around 24, 23, 50, 24, it's probably coming back down to 22. Alright, pins. Pins needs to get back over 67. So does have a scout wick up to 66.75. Looks like it made a wave 1. Now it's making... ideally, you'd probably want to see something like this. So, alright, CCIV. Dude, this looks, of all the shorted stocks, this is probably my favorite. Like, this looks so good. Like, this has so much going for it. Over 24, 40, 24, 35. Like, it's heavily shorted, it's got news, it's got all the aspects there for this thing to go boom boom. Like, this could easily... I know it sounds crazy. I don't know if it's going to retest 65, but $50? I think it can do it. That's my bold prediction of the night. Tom's bold prediction of the night. CCIV is going to 50. Alright, be big. Here's your penny stock. The one penny stock I'll do because everywhere I look, people are talking about it. I don't know anything about it. Oh, man, this... The volume's there. I don't don't even. What is this? A SPAC? What is it? Media company? I mean, if this thing can hold above $4, yeah, okay. Then it can go to $6. There you go. There's your analysis on that. Yeah, bullish on the chart, not the company. I don't play companies short term. I play the charts. Long term, I don't think I'm that bullish on CCIV. All right. I mean, I think the cruise lines are going to do another offering, and I think they're going to come back down. I think they're done. I don't love them right now. I think a lot of people do. It's going to at least come back down and retest this around $30. So, now, if it breaks this downtrend line, if it gets back over 34, then we can go up. It does have some nice gaps, but... Alright, Fubo. Finally, Fubo, I was looking at this the other day. Fubo looks good. Fubo has this gap up here. Fubo's got a lot of things going for it. I think over 28 bucks and Fubo can run to 37. Yep, we did Snow. Snow is up here. Alright, I got 6 more and then we're calling our day. Alright, Snap almost hit my target. Looks like it's retesting the downtrend right here. And it's kind of got a bear flag, so I'm a little worried on this. I think over 61.75 and then we can finally go back to 65. Otherwise, this is going to retrace a little bit. We'll see what happens. Alright, Peloton. P-crap. Alright, so Peloton had this huge bullish impulse here. And retrace down to the 618. Let's just get rid of everything and restart this. There we go. So Peloton retraced down to the 382. Bounced. Looks like it's retesting it now. All it's going to matter is what's going to happen from here. So if it breaks below 100, short it. If it breaks over 105, long it. Alright, dodge. Dodge appears to have rejected here. So if it can get back over 0.38, long it. If it goes below 0.37, short it. Alright, there we go. Mastercard. Let's see here. Long is as long as you want it to be. Long just means long just means you're bullish on it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm someone was telling me they were bullish on Mastercard. I don't think I agree. I'm a little bearish actually. This looks like a bull flag. And it looks to me like it wants to retest looks to me like it might want to retest 330s. Alright, Zillow. Oh, that looks terrible. That's probably coming down to 86. Still bullish. Don't think it's going to hit this target, but I do like it to at least hit 64 this week, so we'll see. It's got to get over 62 first, though. And last but not least, God, Fastly, like, it's one of the stocks that has like a huge freaking gap, just massive gap potential. If this gets over 50, it can run $7 in a day. Watch this a lot. You know, Super Fortuna called it down at 43. It's at 50 or 49. That was a good call out by the tuna. Yeah, it's got to reverse and get over 49 for me. 49.50 for me. So, alright guys, I've been doing this for an hour and a half almost. I'm going to take off. Thank you guys for the views tonight. If you enjoyed the stream, give me some thumbs up to say goodnight. I would really appreciate that. Give me some likes. I did do Dogecoin. Literally was 4 ticks ago. I said long over 38, short under 37. So, hopefully everyone has a wonderful evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for some live trading in the Discord. If you're new and you're not in the Discord, click the pin link and join the Discord, and we can continue conversations on there. Alright, thank you, and have a great night.